it's a few minutes before 6 and we're still at work because the machine is still not up and running. So Joe had to set up, it took him 2 hours to set up that machine. And he's sitting here with Josh, printing ever so slowly. Try to fix, to get the thing going. I guess that's my customer Richard calling him again. So we have a technician here. See the guy over there?
Somebody from China.
He's watching. And I'm still packing. It's crazy in here. That guy's a retired electrician that used to fix electricity for machines. So he's here to see what he can do. We've hired him several times. He charges way less than anybody else, but he's so good. Came home from work at what time? Almost 8 o'clock? Because of the machine breaking down. And Josh was watching a YouTube video of me teaching how to cut up a whole chicken. And he did it! What that mean?
Oh.
What's your medical?
Oh, okay.
Open it! That's important. And he did it! And Jada's making fried chicken! Oh my god! I love my kids!
I think we have a new video of you.
Oh my god! Joshua, you did a good job! He said he's gonna steal the blower motor from one of the other lamps, and the man said he's gonna come tomorrow and fix the machine.
Cool.
And the weed people are still there weeding up the place. When you open the warehouse, you smell that strong scent of skunk pee.
This is enough fries for everybody, right?
Hell yeah! Me don't want to leave it. Me and Daddy are not eating carbs, so with 2 little pieces will be enough. So that was pretty awesome to come home and find dinner. I mean, I've found dinner before where Jada has cooked and stuff, but Jada doesn't know how to cut up a whole chicken. And the boys definitely don't know how to cut up a whole chicken. And I had a chicken thawing out, and I was like, it's just like I have nothing out because they can't do it. And I come in to find that the chicken is cut up perfectly, cleaned well, seasoned well, and cooked. And I know Jada can cook it once it's cut up. But Joshua watched my video that I have on my channel showing how to cut up a chicken. And he did it. You don't even know what that means to me because for one, it means that he ain't no dummy, which I already knew that. But for two, it means that I did the video well, that he was able to do exactly what I did from the video. And that's all I hope for when I make my cooking videos, is that you guys can recreate it and it comes out as good for you as it comes out for me, because I don't cheat at my cooking videos. The thing doesn't fall apart behind the scene and then I mop it up and you don't know, and none of that stuff happens. If it's happening like that, I don't put up the video and I keep testing and testing the recipe until I get perfection. So that really thrilled me. The machine is not fixed, but I'm not fretting because my customer paid me, and he paid me $400, no, $300. He paid me $300 more than what he owes me. So I don't know if that's because he intends to order again, so he's trying to pave his way better and say, well, let me give you more. So I'm gonna call him tomorrow and ask him why, but tonight I'm not gonna bother. Happy Wednesday morning, guys. I'm going into work right now. It's a little bit after 8. Joe's been there since 6 in the morning. He rode in with Jada because Jada's school is on the way. Well, the job is on the way to Jada's school. And he called me just now to say that the machine is fixed. Even the lamp is fixed. I knew that it had to be something that powered both components because the machine can run independently from the lamp and vice versa. So it was that box on the wall with the pull-down lever. I'll show you guys when I get there. But it's $125, and thank God my customer came through. And instead of putting $1,100 in the account, he put $1,400. He only owes me $11, so 10 to 1, the extra 3. The extra 3 is probably a prepayment for something else he's going to want to order. He doesn't want to burn his bridges down completely. This is so filthy. Or sometimes he'll give me a little bit extra, but not that much. Sometimes he'll give me like $50 extra for all the distress to pay the late fees that I incurred because of his stupidity. Or sometimes he'll just say, well, take Joe to dinner or whatever. So we'll see what that extra $300 is for, right? 11, yeah, that extra $300. I bet you it's a prepayment for something that he's going to order pretty soon. So anyways, I'm off to work. Okay, so note to self. you can get out $200 at Food for Less if they have it in a drawer. So it's early in the morning and the girl only had the 125, which is all I needed, was the 125, so I don't have to stop at Walmart. So now I'm rushing in there to work. So this is what he replaced?
Huh?
This is what he replaced?
Yeah.
Inside or the box itself?
Oh, inside the fuse.
He replaced the whole inside?
The fuse.
But you said it wasn't the fuse when you tested it.
You said the fuse is weak.
Oh, the fuse is weak, so he just replaced the fuse?
He replaced the fuse and checked the box.
And he checked everything else?
You can't complain, the work was a bit.
That price is good. You know, a regular electrician is $70 from the time they leave their shop, you know. When they hit this back door, that's already $70.
I was charging up because you know me.
Because they set up a traveling time. They cover their traveling time and their gas. And then when they come and they start to work, it's per hour. I mean, that's awesome. Did you say thank you?
So I get one too. Give me this one.
You get one? When are you going to go pay him? When you run the 3 box?
I'm right now then.
Okay, go pay him. Go pay him. I'll pack whatever I have out here. I just gave it to you. You lose the money already? You didn't take it from me? No. Chicha? We were pretty smart because Joe isolated the problem to that box yesterday. Remember I showed you guys? And he tested and the fuses were still good, but I guess some of them were weak and one of them was almost going out. So I'm so grateful it's working. I'm gonna pack these boxes till Joe gets back, and then we're gonna print the last 3, and then he's into the setup for the next one, and then I have time to play with you guys until he's ready to start printing again. So I'm so happy. I bet he's gonna be ready right when I have to leave to go to the church, right? This is Josh. So Josh, did I tell you what that guy told Daddy when he went down there to open the box? Remember he told Daddy at first that only a electrician can go in the box, right?
Yeah.
So then Daddy tells me later that he was just like, I need to see if I need to hire an electrician for my machine, but for the box itself, all I need to do is check the fuses.
Yeah.
And then they both said, the Mexican girl and the Asian guy, that only the owner of the business can come back and make such a request. And so Daddy went off on him and says, don't you see me in here on the 1st of every month paying my rent?
Oh.
What makes you assume I'm not the owner?
Assume because he's a black man, huh?
See, that was my first thought.
Right.
That was my first thought. Then you know I never like to blame stuff on racism. So my next thought was like, well, maybe because Daddy looks kind of like ragamuffin when that day he had grease and paint and
that's the job.
you know. But then again, all of us back here look like that.
Yeah, I look like
you
a
know.
logo right now.
And he said the Asian guy was the one saying it, and then the girl was muttering it under her breath.
That figures, yeah.
You know, and I'm like, oh my God, you know. So if I had gone there, I might have gone off. Hey guys, so it's Friday evening. It's almost 4 o'clock. I am so tired. My head hurts. My eyes burn like I've been in the pool all day. And we're done with the job, and the customer has already cut the check. It's coming from Colorado, so hopefully it'll be here tomorrow or Monday, which is sooner than I anticipated because I thought he wasn't going to cut it till Monday. So this is what I've decided to do. What's up, babe? He's looking at cars. Joe's always looking at cars. This is what I've decided to do about my neighbors at the shop. For those of you that are following the vlog and know that I have a suspicion that my neighbors are up to no good. First of all, thanks to all of you who commented. I really appreciate your comments. And my sweet Helen even called me because she couldn't comment because of some technical difficulty, and I took all of your advice into consideration, and this is the route I decided to take. I got in touch with a friend of mine, well, an acquaintance actually, that has family members and friends in law enforcement. I told him what was going on, and he found it kind of suspicious. Of course, we always have to leave room that maybe they have permits from the state to grow the marijuana and process it if it is marijuana, but they always need to be checked out because even if the state gives them a permit, it doesn't mean that the city that I'm in gives them the permit. I know for one thing they can't stay there because I can't live like that for the next 14 months until my lease expires. I cannot inhale that stuff all day long. It burns my lungs, it burns the back of my throat, it burns my eyes. I mean, I can't even describe how horrible it is. Jada came over today with Albert and Louis, and the scent hit her, and she thought it smelled like a cross between hair dye or hair perm and skunk pea. And so she was just like, Mom, it smells metally and brassy, like it could be something other than weed. And she was thinking meth again, like what Osley was saying. So I have a friend whose son was, well, he's still in law enforcement, but he was being trained by the police force for this specific thing, to be aware of what these certain drugs smell like. And he has offered to come over this evening around 6 o'clock to tell me definitively what it is, because if it is meth, I am scared to death, because that stuff can explode. So we're gonna come back. It's gonna be good and ripe, because I think they do things in the evening and the place is locked up tight as a drum and the air is off. So when he walks in, he'll definitely be able to smell the scent really, really strong. Because by the time Jada got there, Jada was like, I can smell it, Mom, but I'm not quite sure what I'm smelling. So I feel content that I have passed all this information over to my friend, who is gonna pass it over, or probably has already passed it over to his family and friends who are in law enforcement. And I think it'll be taken care of. And then that way I don't have to trot down to the police station, I don't have to trot down to the city. I just confided in a friend who took the ball and ran with it. That's the way it is. So I don't care about not being friends with my neighbors. I really don't care about that, because we have a few friends back there that are good friends that are neighbors. And when the new people come and go, we don't really care either way. As long as they leave my parking spot alone, we're good. As long as they're not spraying paint or lacquer out of a spray gun or whatever, we're good. And this is the first time we've had this kind of thing moved in, you know. So we had before in the front where they were doing happy endings massage, and those people got shut down by the city eventually because they were using underage girls. So crazy, huh? Crazy in my little town. And that's just the town where the shop is. That's not where I live. So I'm gonna head to Costco, and then Jada cooked something for us today. What the hell is he doing?
You're drunk.
That's a drunk test?
Yeah, no.
I could not do a drunk test. I would fail because of my vertigo. Jada cooked something. I don't know what she cooked, but I'm testing a blueberry muffin recipe, and I did one yesterday and it was delicious, but it's not quite a muffin. It was more like a cake. So I want it to be more like a muffin, so I'm gonna try this other one today. And tomorrow I'm gonna go visit my aunt Lita, and I'm gonna vlog from there, maybe even try to periscope from there if I can, and so you guys can meet them if I can get the Wi-Fi code when I get over there. So anyways, that's what's going on. And of course, you know, I called my good friend Mario, reporter, tell him what's going on, and he's like, let me know what's happening and I can do a story on it. So we'll see. So let me go get my groceries, guys. Groceries. I can't even talk. It's this brassy feeling. I don't know what the hell Joe is doing today with this car. He knows my back is spasming and he keeps cutting from lane to lane like Evel Knievel or Mario Andretti or somebody. Name one of these car racer people that I don't know anymore. So it's this brassiness in the back of my throat that I can't stand, though. It's horrible. Anyways, I can't wait to go try that muffin recipe. Awesome sauce. How do you process weed, Josh? Alright, so this is Aunt Lita. Thank you so much for watching, liking, and subscribing. Please check out my other channels right here to the right of your screen, the cooking channel, the product review channel, and Joe's channel. The links are in the description box.